My girlfriend cut me off for a 5-day girls' trip. At the airport, I sent a surprise. My girlfriend of 3 years, Sarah, blocked me for 5 days during a supposed girls' trip. When she landed at the airport expecting me to pick her up, she was greeted instead by a process server with an eviction notice. She had told me, "You don't need to know what happens on a girls' trip. That's why you're blocked until I'm back." I didn't respond. But when she returned, she found out who was really waiting for her. I'm a private investigator, a job that reshapes how you see the world, teaching you to peel back layers of truth and lies, to judge people by their actions, not their words, and to spot what they're trying to conceal. Sarah always said my work made me too skeptical, but in reality, it hadn't made me skeptical enough. Our relationship was my refuge, the one place I didn't have to question motives or search for hidden agendas. We were a team living in my house, bought with years of grueling cases and dangerous assignments, sharing dreams and a life together. Trust is the rarest commodity in my line of work, and I had given her all of mine. But trouble began, as it often does, with a trip, a 5-day getaway to Las Vegas with her 3 closest friends. Jessica, the group's leader, was twice divorced and always on the prowl. Emily, the follower, echoed Jessica's every move. Lauren, quiet but observant, seemed to always be calculating. I didn't care for them. They were brash, superficial, and treated Sarah like their prized possession, often reminiscing about her wild days before she settled down with someone dull like me. When I helped Sarah pack a few days before the trip, I asked for her flight details and hotel name just in case of an emergency. She gave me a cold, sharp look. "You don't need to know that," she said. I was stunned. "What do you mean? I just want to know where you'll be." Crossing her arms, she snapped, "It's a girls' trip, Ethan. The whole point is to escape everything, including you. You don't get to know what happens. That's why you're blocked until I'm back." I stared at her, blocked. She wasn't just asking for space, she was enforcing a complete blackout, drawing a line between her world and ours. I didn't argue or shout. In my profession, when someone puts up a barrier, you don't force it down, you find a way around it. My mind shifted to investigator mode. The boyfriend was gone, the detective was on duty. "Okay," I said calmly. "Have fun." Her smug expression wavered, a flicker of confusion crossing her face. She'd wanted a fight to justify her stance. My calm acceptance left her with nothing to push against. She left the next morning and I drove her to the airport. She was bubbly, already in vacation mode. As she got out of the car, she leaned in for a kiss. "Don't miss me too much," she teased with a wink. "I'll unblock you when I land back home." "I won't," I replied. She laughed, thinking I was joking, and walked into the terminal with her suitcase. I drove away, not home, but to my office. The investigation had begun. She thought she could keep me in the dark for 5 days, but she was about to learn I'd shine a light on everything. She expected me at the airport when she returned. She was right, in a way. Someone was waiting, just not who she thought. Update 1. The investigation. Sarah left for her trip a week ago, immersing herself in parties, photos, and secrets. For me, it was a week of methodical work, the kind I'm built for. My first move was simple. I traced the license plate of the car that picked up her friends that morning. Jessica had posted a photo of the group outside her house, ready for the trip, with a luxury SUV in the background. The plate was registered to Michael Grant, a senior partner at a top-tier investment firm, married with 2 young kids. Curious. Sarah had said they were flying on a budget airline, but a quick check of flight manifests to Las Vegas that day told a different story. No commercial tickets were booked under her or her friends' names. Instead, a private jet owned by Michael Grant's company had a flight plan filed for Las Vegas that morning. The passenger list wasn't public, but it didn't need to be. The picture was forming. The blackout was a gift, not a wall. It confirmed deception, freeing me to work without pretending to be the trusting boyfriend. Her friends, less cautious, were careless. Emily's public social media was a goldmine. She posted photos and videos all week, carefully curated to scream girls' trip. Cocktails by the pool, dancing in a nightclub, a selfie outside a famous casino. But amateurs always slip up. In one selfie, Emily's sunglasses reflected a man sitting across from them in a cabana. In a nightclub video, Jessica was laughing, leaning close to a man who wasn't her ex-husband. Lauren's mistake was a group photo at a formal dinner, with a distinctive abstract painting in the background. A reverse image search took minutes to confirm it hung in the private dining room of a high-roller suite at the Bellagio, reserved for elite clients. A contact in Vegas casino security confirmed Michael Grant had booked the suite, hosting a group of clients, including 4 women, Sarah among them. This wasn't a girls' trip. It was a paid party, with Sarah as an accessory for a wealthy married man and his associates. The secrecy, the blocking, it was all a cover for a life I wasn't part of. The final blow came from one of Emily's videos. Sarah was in the background, laughing, drink in hand, talking to a man. His face wasn't clear, but something about him seemed familiar. I isolated the audio, enhanced it, and ran it through voice analysis software against my database. It was a long shot, but it matched. Her ex-fiancé, David, the man she claimed to despise for cheating on her. He was one of Michael Grant's clients. The trip, the lies, the blackout, it was all a meticulously planned betrayal. My response was clear. This didn't call for a conversation. It demanded consequences, public and undeniable. I started with Michael Grant's wife, Claire, a respected pediatrician and mother who seemed unaware of her husband's extracurricular activities. I didn't contact her directly. Instead, I compiled a digital file, flight itineraries, hotel records, and social media photos of Michael with Jessica, and sent it anonymously to a trusted divorce attorney in her city with a note. Claire Grant might want to see this. Her husband's business trips are more eventful than she knows. Next, I targeted David, the ex-fiancé, a real estate developer embroiled in a legal dispute with former partners. I sent an anonymous tip to an investigative journalist friend about a developer funding lavish trips with misappropriated funds, including David's name and business details. Finally, I planned Sarah's homecoming. She was landing Sunday at 3 p.m., expecting me to be there with a warm welcome. She'd texted me from a friend's phone. "Having a blast. Can't wait to see you. Pick me up Sunday at 3. I'll unblock you on the plane." I replied, "Okay." But I had someone else in mind for her arrival, someone with a better reason to be there. After 2 days of digging, I found her. David's live-in girlfriend, Olivia, a schoolteacher who thought he was at a wellness retreat in Arizona with no cell service. I called her, explained who I was, and shared the evidence, audio, photos, hotel details. She was silent, then sobbed, then burned with the same cold fury I felt. I told her Sarah's flight details and proposed she be the one to greet her. Olivia agreed instantly. The stage was set, the players in place. Sarah's flight would land in 24 hours, and she was walking into a reckoning. Update 2. The airport ambush. The airport scene was more than a confrontation. It was a detonation, and I held the trigger from miles away. I wasn't there on Sunday. I was home, watching via a live feed from a private security contractor posing as a limo driver, his phone streaming to my laptop. Sarah's flight landed on time. She and her friends walked into baggage claim, tanned, laughing, laden with shopping bags. Sarah was on her phone, likely texting me to say she'd arrived. Then Olivia stepped into the arrivals hall, holding a large poster with a high-resolution photo I'd gotten from my Vegas contact. Sarah and David at a blackjack table in the high-roller lounge, his arm around her. Sarah saw Olivia first. Her smile vanished, her face drained of color. She stopped dead, her friends bumping into her. They followed her gaze to Olivia and the poster, and their laughter died. Olivia didn't scream or shout. She let the image speak. The busy airport hushed around them as people stopped to stare and record. Sarah tried to walk away, pretending not to know Olivia, but Olivia was ready. "David sends his regrets," she said clearly, loud enough for the crowd. "He's busy explaining this photo to me." Sarah's friends froze, caught in the fallout of their shared deception. At that moment, a process server in a suit approached. "Sarah Thompson?" he asked loudly. She nodded, dazed. "You've been served," he said, handing her an envelope containing an eviction notice, 30 days to vacate my property, and a restraining order barring her from contacting me or coming near my home or office. The public humiliation and legal documents broke her. Sarah dropped her bags, covered her face, and sobbed. Her friends didn't comfort her. They grabbed their luggage and scattered like roaches. My contractor's camera captured it all. The confident woman who'd blocked me 5 days earlier was now a wreck on the airport floor, surrounded by her luxury purchases, utterly alone. The aftermath was swift. Claire Grant filed for divorce the next day, using my evidence. She secured her children's trust fund under her prenup's infidelity clause, stripping Michael of his home, much of his wealth, and his job, as his firm reviewed his role amid the scandal. Jessica, named in the divorce, is now a pariah among her wealthy circles. David's troubles escalated. My journalist friend's article triggered an investigation into his finances, leading to lawsuits and potential criminal charges. Olivia left him and, with my help, is pursuing legal action for financial damages. Sarah's life is in ruins. She has no partner, no home, and her friends have abandoned her. She called her parents from the airport to pick her up, and now lives in their spare room, a 30-year-old starting over. Sarah tried contacting me through burner phones and new emails. I didn't respond. My lawyer sent a cease and desist letter citing the restraining order. Her friends sent weak excuses, claiming they didn't know about her lies. I ignored them. Over the next week, I erased Sarah from my life. A moving company packed her belongings and delivered them to her parents. I changed my number and scrubbed my social media. To her world, I'm a ghost. She thought she was playing a game, balancing my stability with a secret thrill. She didn't realize my world deals in facts, evidence, and consequences. She gave me a 5-day blackout. I gave her a lifetime of it. Final update. 6 months later, 6 months have passed since the airport showdown, and the chaos has settled into a clean slate. I'm closing this chapter not to gloat, but to document the quiet aftermath of loud mistakes. After the thrill of revenge faded, I felt empty. I'd spent so long uncovering lies that I'd forgotten how to see the good. Olivia, David's ex, helped me shift perspective. We stayed in touch, bonded by our shared betrayal. Coffee turned into dinners, conversations about work, family, and dreams, never the past. She's kind, sharp, and resilient. We're dating now, slowly, cautiously, built on total honesty. It's the realest thing I've known. The others faced their reckonings. Michael Grant's divorce was brutal. Claire took everything she was entitled to, and he lost his home, wealth, and job. Jessica is shunned by her former social circle. David's legal woes grew with investigations, lawsuits, and charges, his reputation destroyed. Sarah's story is the quietest. She moved into a small apartment after months with her parents, working a new job, alone. Her friends never returned, nor did her reputation. 2 months ago, my lawyer forwarded her handwritten apology. She owned her actions, describing the airport as her lowest day but a wake-up call. She's in therapy, striving to be someone she respects. She didn't ask for forgiveness, just expressed regret. I read it and felt neither anger nor satisfaction, just closure. Her apology seemed sincere, but some things can't be undone. My revenge wasn't just about exposing lies. It was about forcing people living in delusion to face truth. The airport was a stage where masks were ripped off, revealing ugliness. I don't dwell on them anymore. My life is full, a partner I trust, a business I'm proud of, and a peace I haven't felt in years. I still see the world in layers, but I'm learning to find beauty amid the flaws. Sarah thought a 5-day blackout would keep me out. Instead, it gave me the chance to build a permanent wall, shielding my life from her chaos forever. Behind it, I've found calm and safety. Thank you for watching my story. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and press the bell icon. Stay tuned for more real-life stories, get more experiences.